So let's start with revenue growth comparisons. Fortinet has increased its revenue over 4x since 2017, growing from 1.5 billion in trailing 12-month revenue up over 6.3 billion in revenue over the most recent trailing 12-month period. That's good for a compounded annual growth rate over 21% in that time. Meanwhile, Okta has increased its revenue from 300 million in 2017 up over 2.8 billion in the most recent period. That's good for a compounded annual growth rate over 37% in that time. The next thing I wanted to compare these companies on is their operating cash flow to sales ratios. Fortinet has delivered excellent numbers in this regard, but the improvement hasn't been all that great. Fortinet's OCF to sales ratio was at 35.4% in 2018, and it improved meaningfully to 45% in 2021 before reducing back down to 36.5% and now coming back up. So looking back over these years, its OCF to sales ratio is up slightly from 35.4 to 37.9%. The next metric I wanted to compare these two on is the ROIC, return on invested capital, and similar performance here across these two, with Fortinet having the much better number at 22.9% up from 19.2%. And this is well above Fortinet's weighted average cost of capital, which is an important comparison I like to make with companies looking at their ROIC divided by their WACC to determine which one is delivering better value compared to the cost of capital. Okta has improved, but the number is quite low. At just 0.9%, it's well below its weighted average cost of capital, but it's improved tremendously from negative 23% in 2018. So now that we looked at the critical financial performance metrics, let's look at valuation. And my discounted cash flow valuation has Okta's shares valued at $158, compared well against its current market price of $94. This stock looks meaningfully undervalued, even after applying a margin of safety. Meanwhile, Fortinet, I calculated an intrinsic value per share of $89 and compares well to its current market price of $81. After applying a margin of safety, the stock looks slightly undervalued at the current market price. Fortinet is trading at a forward price to operating cash flow of 24, while Okta is trading at a forward price to operating cash flow of 19. I like the performance of each. I would like to have both of them in my portfolio. Click the link below to watch the full video.